Yo, peace. This is Lashim the God. Yo, check this out. Today's supreme mathematic is wisdom, understanding, which borns power and refinement. Wisdom is the beautiful woman who is secondary but most necessary to the God because she helps him born his understanding. And the understanding is the beautiful black child or any child. Because, let me just say this. On this planet Earth, we all are black. And I've been trying to tell y'all this. And that's a fact. Look, I've been since I've been young in physical degree, and I didn't know that I wasn't affected by time, space, and distance. Because Allah is God. And that's just an acronym, a name. But God is supreme being. And listen to me. Let me just tell you this. God, G-O-D, is just a word, man. Don't get too fixated on that. It's just a word. It was given to us by the Greeks. And it means Guma, Oz, and Dubas. You know what that means? For y'all who don't know what that means, it means wisdom, strength, and beauty. So if you amplify wisdom, strength, and beauty, you don't need to use the word God. You feel me? Because, look, remember this. Our physical composition, meaning our body, is a secondary component. It's secondary. You know what that means? It means it has an alpha, and it means it has an omega. You know what that means? An alpha is the beginning, and an omega is the ending. Allah, God, has no ending. Don't worry about that. Because you the mind, the supreme mind. You feel me? If you really resonate with that, and you in tune with that, then you all I see. And all I see is my A alikes. Because we A alike. A, first letter in chronological order. And then we B alike. And why we be alike? Because we see alike. And not see with your physical eyes, seeing with your third eye. Yo, big salute to all my 144,000 chosen ones on this earth. Who are the chosen ones who chose themselves. And you free thinkers, and you free livers. And you live your life. And you're not being orchestrated and dictated by these dictators that's trying to dictate things. But they can only dictate the 85% who is dumb, deaf, and blind. And if you have knowledge of yourself, then you in tune with today's supreme mathematics, which is wisdom and understanding. Because wisdom are the wise words spoken and articulated by a wise person, not just some man in a physical gender, but a wise person, because God don't have a gender. You know why? Because even if a female have a physical body, and she in tune with her spiritual essence within herself, which is God, the mind, the sole controller of all elements inside the circumference of 360 degrees, which is life, 120 knowledge, which symbolizes man, 120 wisdom, which symbolizes woman, and 120 understanding, which symbolizes the children, who is a combination of the thoughts and aspirations and expectations and dictations of the knowledge and wisdom, which is the man and woman, and that born understanding, y'all beautiful babies. And it is imperative that we teach and educate these babies so they could be 1,000 million gazillion trillion whatever times better than us. Don't you want that for your seeds? You feel me? So if you want better for yourself and your seeds, you have to get knowledge of yourself. How you going to teach your babies if you don't know? Ask yourself that question. Now look, there's 3 categories within this earth, right? Which is the 85% who is dumb, deaf, and blind, who don't have knowledge of themselves. There's 5% who is striving to wake the rest of y'all up so y'all can see it's a big trick, and it's a rich person's trick, wealthy person's trick to manipulate y'all into just being sheeples. You feel me? And that's why y'all call your children kids. A kid is a baby goat. You a goat? No, you God. You the spiritual essence. You supreme deity. You a divine entity. So give that to your babies. But you want them to be running around with low self-esteem, thinking we were just slaves. Come on, bro. You got a wisdom, understanding, right? Understanding is to see things crystal clearly with your third eye, not just your 2 physical eyes. Remember I told you the physical composition has a limitation. So amplify it with your third eye. Visualize concepts, ideologies, free thinking. Don't let them train you and dictate what you doing. You feel me? Be the dictator at least of your own actions. Yo, that's just some thoughts for your mind. And yo, check it out. Wisdom, understanding, which is wisdom and, pardon me, y'all. Yeah, check it out. Look, wisdom and understanding borns power and refinement. Power is the truth, which is the magnetic attraction to attract wise and free the dumb, deaf, and blind to a purified state of mind so they could become wise as well. You feel me? A wise man's duty is to teach the uncivilized. And if a civilized person does not perform their duty, what must be done? They must be punished with a severe punishment. It teaches you this in the biblical testimony, which is the Bible, right? Basic instructions before leaving earth. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest not warning, nor speak to one of wicked of his wicked way to save his life, and the same wicked man or woman shall die in their own iniquity. You feel me? And that's in biblical testimony if you fuck with the Bible, you feel me? But the truth is the power, and the truth is the ability to smash the fuck out of Allah. Do you understand me? And yeah, you see how I put the emphasis on that? Because the truth is the ability to smash a lot crazy. So whenever you speak profound truth, then it just smashes all that bullshit around you. You feel me? And look, I want to be vulgar, utilizing profanity, because that's not my intentions. But it's a psychological fact. Do the knowledge, do your own due diligence, right? Profanity it's just a way to express yourself. So I wanted to resonate with y'all in a certain way. So y'all pay attention. And then you got it. So now that you got it, you are held accountable for it. They already told you, don't walk on the grass. You get a fine. Walk on the grass if you want to. See if you don't end up in court with the clicks on your wrist. Feel me? So it's certain rules and regulations and laws that you gotta abide by. Now let's keep on continuing on power. Power is the magnetic light, which is the truth, which is the magnetic attraction to attract the wise and free the dumb, deaf, and blind to a purified state of mind so they could be in divine harmony. You feel me? But power is also the ability to dominate over others. How you do that? With the truth. So every allegorical statement that you make out of your mouth, make sure it's profound with good intent. You don't gotta worry about shit. Look, let me tell you something. It was a story about the truth and the lie. The lie got up early, had to go to court, 9:30 in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning. You know how the court should go. All right, look, had to go there. The lie got up early, got dressed, covered, you know my shit. All right, look, the truth woke up at 9 o'clock. It got there like 10, 11. The lie was all ready and shit. But you know why the truth prevailed? Because the truth don't need a cover up. So he came to court butt naked. And he spoke the truth. And it dominated the lie. You feel me? Because power is the ability to dominate over others. To look, on another note, increase your intellectual abilities. Because if you run up some dumb shit, you get sparked up or something bad gonna happen. And you already know that. You feel me? Because power is the ability to dominate over others. And y'all look, power is no good without refinement. Let me tell you this. Look, with great power comes great responsibility. So I have to be wise and diligent. That's somebody coming to me with some idiocy, just brush that off and fade that instead of getting smashed out and put myself at jeopardy. You feel me? But you smash yourself out by coming at me ass backwards and sideways. Always come to me straight up, because the truth is supposed to be spread to north, east, west, and south. Feel me, dig me. What's the acronym of that? North, east, west, and south. What's the acronym of that? Not just the geological region. It's news. See? Got focus. You see? And look, today's Supreme Mathematics, which is the 23rd, right? 2 and 3 equal 5, right? So it's the 23rd. What's the 23rd letter in the alphabet? W. And it stands for wisdom. And wisdom are the wise words spoken and articulated by a wise person, shown and proven with the truth and square. And I see I'm in my truth and square right over left. And that symbolizes north, east, west, and south. And I know south is down, so don't get in my comments with that. But you know what I mean, the acronym. You feel me? So that's news, north, east, west, and south. So you're supposed to spread the truth through the whole earth. And the circumference of the planet Earth is 24,896 miles. And then the diameter of planet Earth, how tall it is 7,926 miles. You feel me? And if you got knowledge, if you have, because my mom don't like me saying God, but if you have knowledge of yourself, shout out to Edna Turner, man. Yo, get in the comments, man. Shout out to my mom, man. Word up, man. She returned to the physical essence when I was a young baby, like, and you know what I mean? So shout out to all y'all who got your mom. Love is love to y'all. And your power is not good without refinement. Because refinement is to be clean mentally as well as physically. Now let me put emphasis on this. Right?